Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Game Tout, and today I am pretty happy and pleased to join with Mr. Anurah Banerjee, who is a proud co-founder of Lightfury Games. So, sir, again, welcome, and how are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for having me over this. Really
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir. Thanks you. It's been a pleasure to have veteran like you because I actually seeing your profile. You have been, in industry for probably more than 2 decades. You have worked with Rocksteady Games. You have probably worked a decade for Ubisoft. So,
Yep.
with this expertise, when you start a game studio in India, right, from the scratch, so how your experience, you just gathering those experience and, take in this new studio and building it from the scratch. How does it feel like?
No, it feels great. See, the thing is that India has not built a AAA game for a very long time, like
Yeah.
probably ever.
Probably
Um,
haven't.
and,
Yeah.
and the thing is, a lot of good work is going on right now, so which is very
Yes.
exciting to see. Like, so I'm hoping we will have a whole plethora of these kind of games coming out in future.
Yes.
But when I started off the career, there was nothing, like 2 decades back, and so we were just attempting to make our mark. And so nobody was even trying to build a game like this. So I had to step outside, and I was, as you rightly pointed out, I actually was in Canada working for Ubisoft, then worked for Warner Brothers, worked on Batman Arkham Origin series, then moved to Ubisoft in Singapore, where I started working on Assassin's Creed titles. I shipped 3 Assassin's Creed,
Okay.
Unity, Syndicate, and Origins. I was the
Okay.
lead engineer for 2 of them, and then I was leading the engineering team at Rocksteady Studios for Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. So
Yeah.
basically, I have shipped 5 AAA titles on and on. And apart from that, I've worked on others as well because they're small contributions, so it's not worth mentioning. And then I was working at Improbable, which is basically we're working a lot of different AAA studios across the world
Yes.
as director of engineering there. So it's what I will say that's what we bring is a couple of things most prominently is one of them is the experience. Like I have shipped a few
Okay.
games of this caliber before, so I have understanding of what it takes.
Okay.
And that is the most important part of learning from the other individuals who have done this in the past and then bringing that same experience back in India. So that is
Sure.
one thing that I felt has been lacking, that 0 to 1 has not been done in India. And so that's the value we can add. And not just me, it's basically because we had lots of global connections, we were able to bring a lot of people, experts from different domains all across the world into this.
Okay.
In order to cover all the technology and design gaps. So just to make sure the quality bar is extremely high. Of course, you
Yeah.
will all see in the final product. So like
Yeah. Sure.
that's basically we will reveal at the right time. But in terms of the quality of execution and what we are actually going aside, like once you come to our studios, we'll happy to show you what we have been up to, and then we'll go from there.
Since then, I really need to know that how Lightfury made, because I saw the Lightfury is probably in a mid 2024. You guys
Yep.
made the Lightfury. So you are
Yep.
one of the co-founder, and one is co-founder is Karan, also Tina. So can
Yeah.
you please talk us
Absolutely.
through the story of your three, being making this particular studio and also launching a potential AAA game for India?
Yeah, so I would say just to begin with, the vision of all these things belongs to Karan. So he wanted to bring this all together and basically make India stand out in the AAA gaming industry.
Yeah.
I've been in touch with Karan for a long time, way before this. So on and off, we met in a forum a long time back. And Tina worked with Karan on the people side. See,
Okay.
it's like Karan is a marketing genius, understands the psyche of the Indian population about how they actually work, they think. He has built
Yes.
very successful apps in the past, and so he understands that domain very, very well. Tina has worked with Tencent as head of HR
Oh.
and people management. So Tina has a lot of credibility there. And then, of course, she has worked with Karan as well to create a culture like no other. And that's one thing which is very, very important for us. It's not just about making a game. It's about making a studio which can produce a lot of games in the future. And hopefully a lot of people who have this experience and go out and build their own things as well in the
Yes.
future.
Yes.
Making a
Anurah,
culture is very important.
yeah, with this conversation, I can really, having this on mind that exclusivity is the main factor in your studio, because all the people are coming or joining in the Lightfury, probably the artist part as well, the engineers, the developers as well. They are like, veteran in their field.
Yep.
So currently, do you mind telling me that what is the team size of your Lightfury right now?
So we are around about 90 people.
Okay,
And out of that, we have around 18 people who are global talent.
great. Great. So
That's
do you often take recruitment from India, because Indian people probably not having those experience right now, but probably there are some talents that you could seek for.
No, so don't get me wrong. I think, and this is something which is I just want to be very, very clear. There is some experience, but I might be biased, but India has the largest amount of talent pool anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
People are extremely, extremely talented, not just about engineering side, which we all know, but also on the design, the art aspects as well. It's just not very well known. India
Yeah.
has been making a lot of, contributing to a lot of AAA games, not in
Okay.
0 to 1, but in other capacities. So we have, the majority of the team is India. And also we have got some people all across the globe who are Indian working across in AAA studios, but never have the opportunity to work in a studio back at home. And so we
Okay.
have created that. So there's a lot of homecoming stories as well. People from abroad who have experience in that 0 to 1 in a lead studio, AAA
Okay.
studio. They've come back to India and then they are building this thing. So it's a very, very high caliber team. And the global talent is filling in the gaps of what
Yes.
has not been done before. But
Yes.
the main work is being done by the talent in India, which is why, honestly, this is the reason why we have been able to go so fast in terms of our execution cycle. We just
Yeah.
founded in 2024, and we are about to ship next year. It's,
Okay.
So it's not going to be. It's never heard before, right? So again, it's
Yeah.
about us. Before companies which have worked in the past, we have
Okay.
not done this ever. Like
Okay.
typically, it takes 4 or 5 years to build one AAA game.
Yeah, a good cricket game, Anurag. I have also seen the last cricket game. Probably I played like cricket 27, cricket 07. That is, and lots of mod happening in this also game. And then I, after probably 12 years or a decade, I played Don Bradman cricket. And this thing also good, but not a very good game. But still, you are making a AAA game in cricket game in India. So, is there any thought behind making a AAA Indian game? Sorry,
Yes,
the cricket game.
I think the most important thing to understand is that if you look at FIFA, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the world's biggest sport. In India, people do play football, but it's not the most popular, right? It's
Yeah.
still FIFA is being played like crazy in India. It is actually have a very, very wide reach. That also helps educate people to actually start playing the game.
Okay.
Cricket, being the second largest sport in the world, has not a single half decent title like say FIFA or eFootball or games like that. That has been for some times. So the games you mentioned, Cricket 2007,
Yeah.
also Anurah, these are all very, very legendary game, and we see a lot of mods of that or similar kind of games coming out. We don't want to do that. Of course, there's certain overlaps will be there, but we want to create our own stamp in terms of how we approach building this cricket game, because the
Okay.
world needs a title of that caliber, which unites the player and also pushes the sports in areas which has no penetration, or the
Okay.
sport has actually not been there, but the game is very easy to get there.
Yes.
People get an understanding of it, and then they can take it forward. So that is the vision, what we actually started off with, because we want to take cricket to the grassroots level all across the globe, and that's why this
Yeah.
whole thing about make the best cricket game ever, which will last, and we are comparing ourselves with the likes of FIFA and all. That is what we want to. That's a bar we are
Yes.
trying to beat, and then again, so like it's more about when you see it for yourself. But I would say that we are very much on course to be able to do that.
Now, I'm an avid cricket fan. Of course, the whole Indian are looking forward to it. And one more question, out of curiosity, I just want to ask. With this game like FIFA, sports fanatics game, or like cricket, there is a licensing factor is also there. So, would you guys like to go with the licensing part or taking the non-licensing part in the row?
So I would not go too much in detail about the license.
Yeah, sure.
Again, that will be clarified when the right time is right. But
Yes.
I would say that yes, we will be having licensed players. To what extent, that will reveal at a later stage.
Yeah. So Anurag, you've been to lots of global. Obviously, you have been a global person rather than like Indian person, because you spent your time globally in Canada, in UK, probably if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So you've been to seen like lots of events. Right now, you are going to the Tokyo Game Show. Is it for the very first time you are taking the Lightfury games to the global stage?
So no, this is not the very first time we are taking
Okay.
Lightfury games to the global stage. We actually went at GDC this
Okay.
year, and this year we partnered with Amazon. And
Okay.
this was the first time we actually demoed a small version of our game at the GDC show floor.
Yeah.
This was the first time an Indian game was being showcased at GDC show floor, and that was a cricket game. We adapted it to the likes of the Western audience,
Okay.
and I would say this was one of the most played games inside the Amazon booth. So that was very, very encouraging for us, because US is not known for
Okay.
understanding what cricket rules are, what is the cricket game, but it was one of the most played games. That gave us a lot of hope. So this is not the first time we are taking Lightfury games across the global stage, but this is the first time we are going to Tokyo. Because last year we didn't go, so this year this is the first time we're going, and we will be basically showcasing our game to a lot of publishers, industry veterans, game developers, like-minded people all across. Because again, all about
because
the
I know Japan is the country of culture. Obviously, when it comes to video games, they played different genre of games like Souls, like RPG, just name it, and sports as well. So what is your expectation from the Japan audience? Because you will get to face lots of children, lots of, college goers probably come and have, playing a game probably they haven't heard of. So in this case, what is your expectation from the Japan audience?
So this year, we are not showcasing our game on the show floor in Tokyo Game Show. We are not. So that's not something which we'll be doing. But we will be talking to developers and publishers directly. Having said that, the whole, again, football craze and all has been growing like crazy in Japan and pretty much everywhere. Now also baseball. There have been other baseball games as well, which is in Japan is very, very popular right now, e-baseball from Konami. So, and that's what gives us a lot more confidence in terms of how we are actually dealing with the audience over there. It's of course an acquired learning. It's not something which is they will immediately be able to pick up, but we have plans in terms of how to go about it. Like something which worked very well for us in US, we will probably use a similar kind of the localization and everything to just make sure they actually get an understanding of it. And it's a very, very vast and very console heavy market as well, which is part of our plan to be launching in consoles also in the future.
Great. Last question. Since I have a veteran with me, I cannot hold myself back to ask you, what is your probable suggestion for the aspiring game developers who are new, probably 18 or 19 years old, starting, probably an artist, probably a coder or something? What is the way out? Because every time people say in India that, okay, you have to learn from YouTube or you have to go to college. What is your ultimate suggestion for those guys?
Yeah, so I would say one thing, like, and I've said that other places as well. First of all, I have an immense amount of respect for anybody who's actually getting into this game, be it small independent developer or an indie studio, anything. Because really, I've been privileged to be able to work in some of the bigger game studios, but that's not where I started from. I also started from a very, very grassroots. I've built game for set-top boxes, for mobile games, which also have it shipped. So I have gone through my own cycles of creating games, experiences, and failures. Failures is a very, very important part of the journey. If you don't fail, you don't understand what success means, right? Like otherwise, I've seen people who the first game they actually worked on is directly working on Assassin's Creed because they came through different pipelines, and the game is great, the people individual are great, but they do not get the full understanding of what it means to be the first game you ship is on Assassin's Creed. We are trying to make a change, and hopefully there are a lot of others as well. Right now, the market is growing, and I'm really excited to see that back in India because that was not there earlier. Of course, we also want to be one of the catalysts of the change. But hopefully that is going to open up so many opportunities for everybody who is aspiring to be and learn from the best. Like this is one thing which is our people at Lightfury Games. They're able to learn from the best of the best in the world. Like the creative director of Skull and Bones and World of Tanks Blitz is the creative director for our game. He's worked on Madden and other sports titles also in the past. So how much experience you can just get from just talking to him for 10 minutes, it's very different. So that's the thing, which is what I would say that keep doing what you're doing. And this whole forum, second in Indian, all the seminars, anything what you can actually attend really goes a long way. Meet with everyone you can and pick their brains. But ultimately, it's about any small game. Like if you look at Angry Birds, those games were built in a very small team to begin with. Of course, it became very wide, very popular as we know it. But as the beginnings of them were very humble. So never be disheartened. It's just a matter of time. That's just how I look at it. And I'm pretty sure if you just work hard, anybody can be successful.
So that's a great word of wisdom from Anurah Banerjee, sir. So this is it. We have got like time constraints. So I would love to, have this conversation going on, but at this moment, we have to wrap it up. Again, thanks for your time, and I wish very good for the Lightfury games. I am quite optimistic that you guys will definitely deliver a great game, and we will going to play this together someday, right?
Thank you for your visit, and looking forward to seeing you at the studio.
Take care, sir. Yeah.
Bye-bye.